Dude. The readings for this unit have me so confused. I don't understand the terms. What is a file transfer protocol? What is a telnet? Did you know that the Steven & Son article is over 90 pages, and where am I supposed to find the time to read 90 pages of jargon that I do not understand?
The readings all tell the same story, my dear brother, in our common enterprise of successfully completing this important course of study in human and computer interaction. The story is about how our values predict the tools we produce. In the King Granger Pickering article, the researchers tell the story of how the early internet was organized on lines of collegiality and the merit that attends significant contributions to the social product. But as the internet passed from a government-funded research enterprise hosted mainly by universities to a commercial platform, the values changed to support tools appropriate for proprietary activities.
I am so confused. I don't understand this course. I don't know where to begin. The organization of this course is not consistent with my preferred learning style. I am painfully shy. I am new to all this. I need clearer guidance. I feel as though the entire world has turned upside down.
So, anyway, Neil Stevenson, or is it Steven Nielsen, tells the same story about how the values of different communities inform the tools that get produced. Linux users are typically total and complete geeks who like to have more control over their machines. Apple users would be the opposite. These are typically hip, cool, creative types who are insulated from the core operations of their machines by layers of attractive design that exacts a high performance cost.
Yeah, well, I use a Microsoft Windows machine. So what does that say about me?
So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to walk right past that question and keep talking about what I want to talk about, because my mother always told me that if you cannot say something nice about someone, you should probably avoid the issue altogether by pretending that you never heard the question. So, anyway, Vannevar Bush promotes values similar to King Granger and Pickering's depiction of the collegiality and meritocracy of the early internet. Bush writes in 1945, just as World War II was winding down. Lots of researchers who formerly worked collaboratively in huge research centers were to be released from their service to return to their corporations and universities. They had made lots of progress working together in the cause of war. The question for Bush was whether this collaboration could continue in an era of relative peace to create better lives for us all.
I couldn't find my way through this course site. I don't understand what I am supposed to do. What about Bush? He was a terrible president. Why are these readings so random? I wish I had more guidance. This is all so unclear.
Yeah, right. Whatever. The answer for Bush, and by Bush I do not mean President Bush, his answer was his MEX machine, a device for creating shareable hard links in and among bodies of knowledge to support collaboration at a distance. The system is thought by many to predict the web as we know it today. But what are the differences between Bush's vision and the web as we know it, aside from the obvious differences? I wonder.
Where am I supposed to even begin? I don't know any of these authors. I don't know the terms they use. I don't understand the concepts. How am I supposed to understand what I am reading when I don't understand what I am reading? And what is all this "let Google be my friend" crap? I am not paying tuition to Google. Why does the professor want me to do all the work?
Great questions. All of them. I just can't remember any of them. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. Bush. The last article is by Joseph Tainter. It is the outlier of the group. But it tells the story of how our relationship to a resource will change over time in predictable ways in the form of an exploitation phase that passes into a conservation phase. Right now, the enterprise of social media is passing from its high exploitation phase into its conservation phase, so all of the rules are changing.
What are you talking about? This is all so unfamiliar to me. This course is inconsistent with my expectations, so I feel agitated and provoked. Why are we being thrown into this? Instead, we should have been eased into these materials over the course of months, even years, decades. Or how about never? Why do I have to learn about social media at all? It's a fad. It'll pass. It's stupid.
Right you are, whatever you just said, because I wasn't listening. Back to what I was saying about applying Tainter's model to social media, the low-hanging fruit of innovation has all been plucked. So while innovation still occurs, it occurs more at the margins, and the major players are getting more major as they enjoy economies of scale. It is getting harder for newer players to enter the field to compete. 2 years ago, skills like you are learning in this course would have given you a distinctive competency. Now these skills only raise you to the baseline.
I am so lost. So very lost. Someone please help me. I don't understand any of this. They told me a degree in communication would be easy. Those lying liars and their terrible lies.
Lies. Lies. Lies. I shall like to use some more. Mary Wiener in her article titled wait for it, Securities Analysts and Incumbent Response to Radical Technological Change. Evidence from digital photography and internet telephony tells the story of how actors in organizations tend to exhaust all the possibilities of their existing tools before they adopt, or as they adopt, under pressure, newer technologies or techniques. This is why technological change often has a contradictory character, as the sunk cost effect that attends the old resists like grim death the exigencies that cause us to want to adopt the new. Is this not consistent with your own experience? Are you not resisting like grim death the testimony that underwrites the purpose of this very course?
You are a bad person. You do not respect the way I like to learn. The instructions for this course are so unclear. I don't understand any of this. I feel helpless and alone. And the entire rest of the cohort feels exactly like I feel. Or is it that my experience is completely different than everyone else because I have never been exposed to terms or concepts like these, but everyone else has? Well, it's one or the other. Maybe both. Most likely both. You may begin talking nonsense again. I shall glower at you quietly as you do so to express to you the rude depth of my disdain.
Were you saying something, my troubled brother, in our common enterprise of applying the terms and concepts of our readings to our experience of the data in our reports? I mean, I could see that your lips were moving. But all I could hear was a gentle soothing buzz like a warm summer rain. Anyway, I'm off to read the next set of readings. I am going to back slowly away now. Watch me as I recede into your dreams to become but another voice inside your head.
I do not like you.